Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishna. Lessons for Life from Swami Chidadatmananji's inspiring book, Learn to Live, Volume 2, Chapter 1, Give Up Worries and Anxieties. Prayer, patience and perseverance are of great help in overcoming difficulties. This fact is explained here in this episode, The Crucible of Hardship. What hardships, pains and difficulties, situations of helplessness can drive man into the crucible of anxiety and worries cannot be described in human language. A few real incidents are being given below. A woman who could not endure the hardships of her life and could not contain her sorrow said, "Having lost my mother when I was just a child, I was rendered an orphan. I grew up under the indifferent attention of my brother and sister-in-law. To my ill luck, I got married to a cruel man who was a drunkard and a debauchee. Now I am a mother of 2 children. The first child is 9 years old and second one is 4. There is no end to the sufferings I have undergone. On the one hand, I am deprived of the care of the husband. On the other hand, I am away from all my kith and kin. Neither my children nor I have any friends or dear ones in whom we can confide our feelings. We spend so many years with the fond hope that God would not let us down, but the hope is gradually giving way. My husband's words are often to the effect, 'Let me be rid of you. Nobody is going to mourn if you croak.' He was not so cruel in the past. Now he has driven me virtually to hell. He has driven me physically and mentally to excruciating torture. He has become of late more lecherous. I have lost all my hopes. I have no desire to live any further. Even the concern for children is not holding me back from thoughts of ending my life. Only sometimes the thoughts about the children are holding me back. Is there any way out for this unlucky woman?" Now let us listen to the following words of consolation given by a sadhu, by a holy man. "Do not lose heart, my daughter. It is not that God does not know about your suffering. Do not lose your trust in God. You may have learnt by now that this world is full of misery. It abounds with people who seem to be honest and generous, but who are in their heart of hearts selfish. But do not think God does not hear your prayers. Continue your tearful prayers to God with added vigor and spirit. Prayer which you have already been offering twice every day. You may not feel its efficacy at once, but it is sure to help you in the long run. It is not all and sundry who can come to your rescue. It is only God who can really lift up the human being from the quagmire of existence. Do not recall the past. Do you try to remember what you ate 2 days ago? Why should past incidents trouble you anymore? The moment which has passed does not come back again. Be careful hereafter and take the next step carefully. Instruct your children too about prayer and its value. You do not have to mention this to anybody. Pray sincerely also for the welfare of your husband. It will do you immense good. It will bring good fortune. Do your sadhana, spiritual practices, with devotion for a month. Get up early in the morning and offer your prayers to God. After the day's routine, get into the sanctum, prostrate before God, and offer sincere prayers. If sorrow overpowers you, offer your prayers in whatever manner you like. Be patient, have patience, don't jump to conclusions. Life is precious. Don't forget the goal of life. You have obtained this precious human birth. Even hardships do not come without reason. God does not lock up human beings in a prison of privation and enjoy the sight. God is detached and watches all that is happening. He who sincerely yearns for help will certainly receive help at the right time. One should have absolute trust in God. One should implore God to nullify the effect of karma or destiny. This human existence is like a sky covered with thick clouds, with clouds of smog hanging all around. No one can get a real joy in this world. People do not believe you when you give them such advice. They have to learn about life on their own, on the basis of their own experience. When the mind is convinced about the triviality of worldly life, we can be free from its temptation. The knot of life's hardships is not easy to untie. It is only by prayer and repeating the name of God that this knot can gradually melt. This is the real secret of success in spiritual life. It requires time. You have already spent such a long time in suffering patiently. Now try the spiritual solution of seeking peace. Maybe for some time you will be haunted by the memories of past hardships. As the taste of the food ingested lingers in the belching even hours after eating, do not be discouraged. The days ahead will be better. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.